This, of course, is the COVID Reboot broadcast brought to you by the Cape Town Fashion Council. For tonight and for one final time, we've got a Gilmore Tee. Gilmore Forbes 30 under 30 most influential South Africans. And this, of course, is part of the Fashion Council's COVID series, where we endeavor to bring you emerging and influential voices. Gilmore, it's all good. Gilmore is
oh my gosh. It's
Gilmore is
really
joining us all
hectic.
the way from Zimbabwe tonight. So, Gilmore, you are excused and all is well. Thank you so much for your insight thus far. Tonight, we are zooming in on the fundamentals of digital marketing and why it's important for brands and fashion designers to understand the importance of, firstly, digital marketing, and then also how to transition during and after this time of crisis. Now, I had a few questions. Someone asked, what do we do when we don't have a marketing budget? So what resources or tools does digital marketing platforms offer that it's not going to break the bank and that fashion designers can leverage?
There's already, the thing is, like, obviously when you're setting up your website, you might need some sort of like funding for you to create that website. But when you're setting up your social media platforms, you actually don't need funding for that. So the best place to even start for a designer is for you to have your Facebook page, your Twitter account, your Instagram account, and other accounts that really are like social media platforms, even YouTube. So now this is what you can do when you are posting on your Instagram. Once you have created your platform, invite the close people, your friends and the people within your community. Invite those first. Even have maybe a WhatsApp broadcast where you send your links to people to say, oh, we've got a new product, or please go follow me on this platform, because we all live in a community where we already have existing people. So existing people can be your immediate people to market your product to. So they don't have to come to you. They can sit on their social media platforms. They already know that there's this, oh, one of us is a designer. Let me just go on their Facebook page. Let me go on their Instagram account. So you can start off there until your business is able to pay for itself. And while you are on those platforms, the same thing that we mentioned about using your hashtags. Hashtags allow you to navigate, because what happens is, like, online, there's these robots that we don't see that are within the internet. So when you're constantly using your hashtags and you're making them consistent, every time you post something, use the same hashtag. What happens is, like, these robots keep taking that and packaging it or putting it in a file or in a library where there's things about Cape Town or things about Joburg or things about Nairobi or things about Bulawayo or Harare. So that's what these robots do. That's their job. So when you put a hashtag Cape Town on your Instagram, on your Facebook, on your Twitter, automatically these robots take these things and they put them there. So you don't even have to pay to advertise on Google. You can pay if you have the budget. But what happens, like, once you're on social media platforms and you maintain your hashtags, automatically the robots start filing you in the right places. So that's where you can start, to be honest.
That's interesting.
You can start there.
So we don't need a big marketing budget just to get started. There are ways
No,
to
you
navigate
don't.
around that.
You don't.
Okay,
You can start on your social media, like I'm mentioning. But another thing is also, we're just talking about the websites, but you can also reach out to your local listings, because I know that in each and every country, there's local listings. Like your local directory, where when people are looking for, I hear we have it. It's called classified.co.zw in Zimbabwe. I don't know what local directory you have in South Africa. You could even approach them, and then they plug you in, because they have what they call their corporate social responsibility. So if you're an SME and you're starting up, if you have that knowledge to say, listen, you as a company have you have corporate social responsibility. I'm coming through and I'm asking you to use that favor for me. They can put you in their listings. And what happens, like, even if when people are looking for you, they'll still find you on that listing.
I love that. I love that. Gilmore, I've got you for 8 more minutes. I want to zoom in on 2 very important facts. Quickly, to those who's just joined the live broadcast, good evening and welcome. This is Cape Town's COVID Reboot series, brought to you by the Cape Town Fashion Council. And the series, or the objective of the series, is to bring you or give you access to industry leaders or fashion industry leaders from around the continent. The objective is to assist fashion SMEs, fashion designers and brands to transition from this time of crisis into the future. And so we're looking at 2 things, Gilmore. Inclusive growth. Earlier, your response to one question was that it's important, or that you advise collabs for brands to collaborate and then obviously merge onto one online shop. And that brings us to my point of inclusive growth. Who do we collab with in order to move together as a collective and then together grow? I think now this is not the time for us to step into a corner and say I don't care about the rest of the industry. So let's talk about inclusion. How important is inclusion in order to assist or facilitate growth?
That's beautiful. I think who do we look out for to collaborate is, first of all, you as designers, as yourselves. It's important that you are in exchange of some dialogue. I mean, like I said earlier, I think when we were frozen, I continued talking because people could hear me, and I say that even if when you're doing collaborations and you decide to collaborate to have an online store together, you don't all have to be doing the same thing. So as designers, make sure that as I'm coming in, I know I'm focusing on prints. The other one is focusing on menswear. The other one is focusing on elegant stuff. The other one is focusing on whatever. So identify that within yourselves, and then you come together and collaborate, first of all, as designers. And once you have made the decision that you want to go online as a collective to create your online store, then you can approach different individuals that can assist you, because there is bloggers that are there that focus only on blogging about fashion. They are online and they have followings. So maybe collaborate with them. Try to, because obviously we're indoors, but then you can give them a piece or two. So bloggers will assist you to get the word out there. It's like free public relations that they can offer you to take your word out. Collaborate with your bloggers. Collaborate already with people like Colin, who are already on TV and they need to dress up all the time. So when Colin, obviously, which is true, when Colin is going on TV, he's going to take a picture, and guess where that picture is going to end up? On Instagram. Automatically, he has helped you take your brand online to his following.
I love that.
So internal collaborations, we don't have to look so far and say, oh my gosh, I want to collaborate with Amazon and ASOS. But amongst ourselves, so identify people that will allow your brands to get visibility online. So
I love that.
Your bloggers, your influencers, reach out to them. Even your videographers, because you know what, we're moving away from this space where people are going for fashion shows. We're actually going into film, fashion, digital fashion. I saw David Claret did a fashion show right now where there were just models walking around. It was all captured, audio visually, uploaded that online. And we consumed that. Everyone else saw it because we're online. So that's the space we're getting into. Collaborate with your videographers, collaborate with your photographers, and they will assist you to get visibility for your brand while we are waiting, because you don't have a budget. So the best thing is to collaborate with those that you see. Identify them. Again, it goes back to the goal. What's your goal? And if your goal is to reach new markets, identify people that can help you reach new markets. I'm here for collaboration because my take, I'm always looking at the business of fashion. Where can I take a designer? What's your market? How do you identify your market? Where do you take a start? Because we also have a confusion of not knowing, especially designers have some confusion of not knowing where to take their brand. They're extremely talented, but they don't know where to take it. That's where I would come in. That's where many other people would come in and say, listen, this is where you can take your product. That's the collaboration that we can start off from before we have a budget of $1 billion.
Of course. So collaboration is a good way for you to position your brand in a nutshell. Yeah. That's what you're saying. And it's important during this time for brands or fashion designers to identify collaborations that is going to literally boost them into getting a bigger platform. Jude says, awesome point. Collaboration is the new best thing. Thank you for that comment, Jude. One more thing, Mr. Gilmore Tee, before I let you go. During this time, fashion brands and fashion designers and SMEs, most importantly, need to understand how important it is to restructure during this time. So let's talk quickly about restructuring within the fashion economy or fashion industry, and then I'm going to let you go, sir.
So, I mean, already, goodness gracious, we had so much to talk about, but then this internet kept being jealous. But why already... By merely looking at the situation that we're in right now as creatives, as fashion designers, as people in different spaces, we have realized that already being, face-to-face or having a physical space is actually not working out for our advantage. So already it calls for adjustments. It calls for the adjustment to say, listen, I'm at home, I'm in my lounge every single day. I wake up from 8 to 5. What can I do to keep my business going? It doesn't mean that because we're on quarantine, we should be idle and we should just, our businesses should die. That's not what it means. What it means is that there's opportunities for us now to start re-strategizing and again identifying the different platforms and different things that we've been missing out on taking our brands out. The online platform. So already, if you're a young designer rather, and you had not had your online platform, do that. Even try to create your own app, because there's colleagues that you know that are creating apps. Young students in universities right now that are into computer science, they can create an application for you as a designer that people can download on Google. Is it Google Plus? And iOS, Google Plus. Is it Google Plus? What is it called? For Google, for Android.
Google Plus allows you, yeah.
No, for Android users, there's the Google platform, and then there's
Android
the iOS
for Google Plus,
for
for
iPhone
Apple,
users.
iOS, yeah.
Yeah. So again, it goes back to collaboration. Like, adjust quickly. So reach out to the young students that that are studying computer science, and partner with them, collaborate with them. Say, listen, I'm a designer. Possibly, I've received a few publicity. Can you create an app for me that I can put on these platforms so that people can download and they can still be in touch with me as a designer? So you're still taking your brand online. Yeah,
I love that. Paul says it's Google
Play.
So thank you for that, Paul. Just to summarize our discussion, again, if you just join us, we are chatting, or we have chatted to Gilmore Tee, who's Global Citizen and Forbes 30 under 30 most influential Africans. He's a business development strategist within the fashion and media space, and so he was no doubt the best person to talk to this evening. To summarize, it's important that you understand the fundamentals and importance of migrating onto digital media platforms.
Yeah.
Secondly, as per Gilmore's advice, collaboration during this time and in the near future is very important. So identify brands or collaborations that is going to assist you with boosting your brand. Never, however, forget that with migrating onto digital, it's still important that you protect your brand identity and that you communicate your brand message in a strategic way. And then our third point, brought to you by Gilmore Tee, is that during this time, as opposed to sitting back and waiting for us to return, the lockdown to end, during this time, it's important for you to restructure and find out how you can leverage your brand during and post this time. So
visit those analytics actually. Visit those analytics and find out where your people are coming from, what device they're using, how can you best reach them already on a platform that they're already using without them straining to think, oh my gosh, I need to go out of my way. So just look out for those things.
I love that. I love it. Somebody saying Gilmore out there dripping. Thank you for that. And then our last point of Gilmore's last point is that if you don't have a big marketing budget, there's ways to collaborate to get your brand in front of a bigger audience, and you don't need a huge marketing budget. Now, this, of course, this broadcast is brought to you by Cape Town Fashion Council. It's our COVID Reboot series where we'll bring you or allow you to engage with industry thought leaders, pioneers, to give you advice, tips, guidance, and information via this platform. Over the next few weeks, the Cape Town Fashion Council will be introducing some exciting initiatives and opportunities or platforms that will allow the fashion economy of South Africa to continue to grow and to recover from this crisis. Gilmore Tee, thank you so much for taking time out to speak to us.
No, thank you so much. You know what I would do? Because it's so sad the network kept cutting. Possibly I can just do like a brief recap. Exactly, you did like an amazing one. Just maybe a 3 minutes summary, and then I can send that to you, and then you can always upload it on your Insta. Is it called Insta? I don't know. IGTV. Yeah,
IGTV. Absolutely. If you can send us that, Mr. T, we'd be very happy to work with that. Guys, connect with Cape Town Fashion Council via our website, Facebook, Cape Town Fashion Council, Instagram, CTFC_ZA, and Twitter, CTFC_ZA. Keep an eye. Next up, or our next broadcast, we will have a glamorous editor, fashion editor, Nontando Posa, talking to us.
I love her. I love her.
Once again, Mr. T, thank you so much, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you. Have a good night. Stay safe.
Bye-bye. Thanks so much. So guys, join us next time. Follow this feed for updates on who our next speakers are, and also what the incredible resources and platforms that Cape Town Fashion Council will bring to you are. Thank you so much for joining us. I was your host, Mr. Colin Don Schouw, the kid from Spice TV. I'll see you next time right here via Cape Town Fashion Council. Take care for now. God bless, and let's move South Africa's fashion economy forward. I'll see you then.